What's up, guys? This is Sean from TripleSleeveTCG. I'm here to bring you my favorite deck that I'm playing right now because there's no events going on in my area. Shirayuki, Weasel. So this deck is just like, I call it the Power Rangers because there's red Rangers, blue Rangers, yellow, I think, and white. And to complement that, it can hit some really big numbers, and if you use it in combination with your Shirayuki, you can get some really high-powered push turns. This isn't the most competitive deck, but if you're looking for something fun to play now that competitive season's kind of winding down, I definitely recommend playing this deck. So without further ado, let's jump into the deck profile. So starter, we have your standard draw starter, Stealth Beast Cat Devil. You can use the other one, I just don't have the other one, so we're stuck with the old one. And then for grade 3s, as we said, this is a Shirayuki deck, so we're going to play 4 copies of Shirayuki. We all know the skill to minus your opponent's power for the front row, and if it's on Vanguard or Guardian Circle, it's a 10k minus. So you're going to be being able to do some pretty offensive pushes and some pretty good defensive turns. And then we only play one other grade 3, Musashi. Now Musashi basically says if you have more rearguards than your opponent, which most of the time you will because Weasel Red fills up your board. This is an aggro deck, so you're going to be trying to push for game almost every time you can do it. Your opponent, it gets the Battle Door skill. We only play 5 grade 3s just because I want the space to play everything that I want to. And 5 grade 3s isn't bad. You actually kind of see Shirayuki a lot because Shirayuki has a searcher. So to go along with our Shirayuki engine, we are playing 4 copies of the Shirayuki searcher. This helps increase the consistency with only our 5 grade 3 count. You want to try and ride Shirayuki every turn if you can. And it is also for that reason that we play 4 copies of the Shirayuki grade 1. So the Shirayuki grade 1 allows us to grab a Shirayuki from the drop zone and add it to our hand. But when you don't hit as an attack, so you could get another Shirayuki to ride or use for guarding. So we play all the 16 Weasels. 4 of the leader, Weasel Red. So Weasel Red's ability basically states that when you ride it or call it, you can discard X amount of cards, and for every card you discard, you search your deck for a Weasel unit. It's really, really good for filling up your turn. You can hit 30 plus on your turn 2 super easily. Like I said, this is an aggro deck, so you really don't care much about card advantage, so you're gonna want to be going all in with cards like Weasel Blue. Weasel Blue and Weasel White state that every unit with special, which all of them say special, even though I think they should say Weasel, gain plus 2k on Vanguard or Rearguard. So these are able to power up your Weasels to hit some pretty high numbers. Usually I hit 32. Against 4 stacks, that's nothing sometimes, but you're able to get some high-powered attacks off, especially if you try and push on turn 2. And if you hit a crit on turn 2, that just seals the deal. Then we play 3 of the last Weasel. Weasel Yellow. All of your units with special in their name get intercept on rear guard, so you can put the grade 1 Weasels in the front and they can be 10k interceptors, which is really, really good. I usually like to call one of these and put it behind my Vanguard to where they can't necessarily snipe it in Narukami or whatever, or it's just going to sit there against decks that don't retire. It's pretty good. And lastly, we play 3 other grade 1s rounding up our normal unit lineup. Sugarok, like I said, this is an aggro deck. So Sugarok has the ability where at the end of the battle that your other unit attacked, if it's on an Excel circle or additional rearguard circle, you can counterblast 1, exchange unit position. So if it's standing, it'll go to the Excel circle stance, you can poke another attack. This is really good for your Shirayuki turns, especially when they don't hit any defensive triggers, to where it would hit 13k on that Excel circle or Excel 2 and 18k on Excel 1. So you're able to ensure that you hit. Then for triggers, this is something that I am still toying around with. If you guys have any suggestions for the trigger lineup, please let me know. So we are playing 3 front triggers. I like fronts, but I don't know if I want to take them out and play more critical triggers because the fronts just help push. So we play 3 fronts and 5 crit. It's pretty good. been working. I have a decent win percentage with this deck, but it's not where I want it to be. So yeah. And 4 draws, just the standard draw PGs, and 4 heals. So this deck is pretty fun. If you could get off your attacks however you want, especially using your Weasel red on turn 2. On turn 2, this is usually what I go for. With this setup, all your Weasels will be gaining 10k because it states all the units, so it includes itself. So these will be 18, 18, 18, 18. It's just a lot of stacking power. You're going to be able to hit 36. So when you ride your Shirayuki and you still have this board set up, you could put whatever on the Excel circle and then you would still be hitting some super high numbers. And that's really what I like for this setup. So this deck really is so much fun, and I highly recommend you guys try it out. Let me know what you guys think of this deck in the comment section down below. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and Triple Sleeve. We'll see you all next time. Bye.